What's up, wrestling nerds? Welcome to another Wednesday edition here of Nerd Acumen Wrestling, only on Dose of Nerd Acumen's Twitch channel here. So thank you for joining me, whether it's live now or watching this rerun on our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/Dose of Nerd Acumen. Of course, with the links below, you can see that. That'll be shuffling through our various social media sites. If you are on any of those or all of them, give us a like, give us a follow, give us a sub, whatever you want to do. It is the best way to stay up to date with all of our content, so we really appreciate you checking it out. But tonight is our 18th episode. As you can see in the title, we're going to have 5 matches, 4 titles on the line, and it's going to be a really fun show. And the rules are simple. If you're joining us for the first time, I'm going to explain it real quick. You get to pick who you think will win the match. You get it right, you get 1 point. The person with the most points at the end of the show gets to determine a match on the following show, the next Wednesday. And of course, we do have a pay-per-view coming up in 2 episodes. That'll be announced officially next Wednesday, what that will be called, and the matches that will be on it. So you're not going to want to miss next week's episode either. But let's talk about tonight. Let's get started with the card here. Our first contest is going to be for the DNA Tag Team Championships, or the Unified if you've been watching. And again, the rules are simple. You pick the winner of the match, you get it right, you get a point. So we're going to kick things off and start the show here. So the tag titles have had some history. We expanded to have 2 different tag belts, and then we decided we wanted to unify them. May they split someday again? Who knows? You'll have to watch and find out. But the unified champions going into this contest are none other than Mikey and Donnie. They have held those belts now for roughly 8 episodes. The unified for less than that, but overall they had tag titles for now 8 weeks. So a very successful run. Will they continue that with their opponents tonight, Brett and Patrick? So our first vote is in Andrea voting for Mikey and Donnie. So thanks. You can do the same by chatting in live during one of our shows. If you're here with us live, feel free to chat in your vote now. If you're on YouTube, make sure to check us out live. So hopefully you can hear me all right. Looks like the volumes are good. But let's get started with our first contest here. Again, this is a DNA Tag Team Unification or Unified Championship match, and it's a table match. Put your opponent through the table, and you win. Rules are that simple. Let's see if the champs can retain. Again, get your votes in now if you're voting along or playing along with us. So this match was actually determined by Brett, who had tied the most votes last week with 2 other people. Ultimately, all 3 got to choose their matches, and Brett had picked this one and chose the partner of Patrick. So we'll see if that works in his favor. It's a new tag team partner for him. Formerly, he teamed with Aiden Fluff. We'll see if he does well here with Patrick. Okay. Good thing. You sure with the stylus? You don't. It's not touch controls in this game. Usually toggles. Usually other ones. Andrew is playing the Switch. So your NAW champion, that title is not on the line tonight. He chose not to defend it, and nobody chose to challenge him. So yet another week he is going to retain that belt. He's our only 3-time NAW champion here, and he is the most dominant in the history of NAW. So people have had a hard time keeping that belt away from him. So if you are new to the channel and want your character on this roster, let us know. Send us a message, send us a whisper on Twitch, send us a comment on YouTube. Let us know if you want your character. Of course, this is on the Xbox. But if you think you have what it takes with your character to take down Brett, let us add you to the roster, and we'll see if you have that. And his tag team partner here, who is actually the DNA champion. So 2 champions in singles competition going against tag champions. So one of the few times here in NAW where everyone in a single match has some sort of belt. Very rare. So this is kind of a significant match. Opening the show too. What's up? What's up, Omega? Patrick, you just got here in time. Yes, you did. So you are the opening contest. Best of luck to you here. You can still get your vote in for it. I'm assuming you're going to vote for yourself. I'll put you down as yourself unless you change your mind. Let me know, of course. But you made it just in time. As I say, better late than never joining the show. So of course, your defending DNA undisputed tag team champions here. Omega confirmed he is indeed voting for himself, so I got you marked down for that. If you missed it, Andrea is voting against you. I'm sorry. She's voting for her brother-in-law and Mikey in this one. I think she feels obligated for that one. Although I can't speak for her, but I'm assuming. Yeah, that's true. So tables match for this opening contest is underway here. Tag team championship on the line. Singles champions versus tag champions. If Patrick and Brett win this, they will have multiple belts around their waist. And all 4 of these men have an opportunity to go after the Twitch championship as well. So one of these 4 men can have an additional belt because the main event is a 20-man Royal Rumble for the Twitch championship. And the winner's already. Donnie shoulder tackled and knocked Patrick into a table, retaining the belt that quickly. I didn't even see that coming. That's unbelievable. Look at this replay. If we get it. We didn't get it. Broadcast booth screwed that one up. So, yeah, he shouldered him off the apron, and that was something. I don't even know what to say here. Still the champions, Mikey and Donnie. Andrew scoring a point here. Sorry, Patrick. Your comment is just that. Wow. I got nothing. So Patrick, you have your belt on the line. You have a second match coming up here in a couple matches, so you still have more coming. Let's get on to our second match here of the night, though. That was probably the second fastest match we had in NAW history. But let's get those votes in for our second contest. Another tag team tables match. Let's hope this one lasts a little bit longer than that. Omega feels jobbed here. Let's see. In Summers, I hate Mike's style. Why? What's wrong with it? You're welcome to the stream. Glad you could join us. So if you want to get along in the voting here, the rules are simple. Vote for who you think will win. You get a point. You get the most points. You decide the next match, or the next cards match. A match in the next card. Can't talk. So on the left, we have Andrea and Amanda. On the right, we have Andrea and Sarah. So get your votes in on who you think is going to retain or win the tag titles for the women. Andrea, get your vote in. Patrick, get your vote in. And Summers, our new joiner. Feel free to vote along. And again, thank you for joining. Hopefully you like what you see here. This is a weekly show. So Andrea voting for herself. Thank you for that. Yeah, you can find NAW here every week. All the characters are our viewers. So if you want to have a character and you're on Xbox, add the hashtag NAW. I'll download you. And Patrick going with Andrea and Amanda as well. See, he votes for you. You didn't vote for him. Hurtful. All right, this is our second contest of 5 tonight. So again, the rules are simple. Vote for who you think will win. Get a point. Get the most. You win. So this team of sisters are former champions. They've had the belts at one time. However, dominance has been definitely established in the defending champs, Sarah and Andrea here. And APC, what's going on? Welcome back. How you been? Glad to have you join us here during our live show. Feel free to vote. This is our second match, so you didn't miss much. We have the challengers here, Andrea and Amanda, and then the champs coming out in a few seconds here, Sarah and Andrea. So vote for who you think will win. You get it right, you get a point. ABC says, Big Sean, I'm doing great. How am I doing? Doing well. So weather's still somewhat nice out, can't complain there. And fall is quickly approaching, which makes me happy. Favorite time of the year for me. So. As you see around their waist, the Women's DNA Tag Team Champions. We're on episode 18 here, and they have had these belts since episode 10. So a long title reign for them here. Could they finally lose these things here this week? It'll be interesting to see. But this is what it's all about. And again, this is a tables match. Hopefully it does not go as quickly as the first one did there. I don't even think that lasted 2 minutes, to be honest with you. And this match is underway. We have all four kind of waiting to start this thing. Casually walking to the middle of the ring. Some tie-ups. We have the champions on the advantage here right off the bat. So they're setting up for a vertical suplex, lands that. Meanwhile, Andrea going after Andrea here. This could get confusing, as it usually does with commentary. We'll just say Andrea with the dominance, because we'll never be wrong. On the left there, we have Sarah going after Amanda. Reversal. This is a takedown. Drop kick on the right. Sisters coming back here, back in control of the match. Getting the objective is quite simple. Put your opponent through the table, and you win. We're setting up some taunting and reversal here. Lands it. We almost saw someone go through the table on the outside there. However, the table was pushed aside. That could have been bad in a quick end. The other table on the south side, getting pushed aside. Twist of Fate in the middle of the ring there. First table being brought into this match, into the ring by Andrea. Is it going to get set up, though, is the question. Could be the beginning and the end if that thing gets set up. Sarah looking to set up the table is stopped by Andrea. Andrea back up to her feet. Landing an Andrea Exploder suplex. Andrea now setting up the table. Just kind of walking casually, looking very confused. Decides to throw the table down, go after her opponent again. Other Andrea on the outside, grabbing the other table. Amanda stripping that away from her. Using the table now as a weapon, knocking her down. It's not nice. Meanwhile, inside the ring, Andrea working on Sarah. These are probably the biggest rivals here in NAW for the women. They've had the most contests against each other and back and forth with the belt. Current women's champion, however, though, is Sarah. Andrea now using the table as a weapon, throwing it outside the ring. Back outside. Andrea thrown back in. And backdrop. Little arm wrench takedown here. Working on that left arm. Sarah back recovered. Missile drop kick. No sells. Bandages, no sells, and leaves the ring. Fight for the table on the outside. Sarah wins that exchange. Table's in the ring now. We're going to actually see it get set up properly again. Kicks to the midsection, off the ropes. Hip takedown. Table getting set up by Amanda here, possibly. Finding a place, or searching. The challenger's in control here. Table has been set up in the corner. Other table has been grabbed. Irish whip into the table. This could be it. Could it be? Amanda setting up. Suplex into it. And we have new tag team champions here. Andrea scoring her second point of the night. Patrick picking up his first point of the night. Congratulations. GRAV1TY, you are in the main event. Your match has not happened yet. So you're just in time. Rob says he voted for Amanda. You did not vote. I have the chat open. You did not vote. I can see the history. Eight weeks ended. The sisters are back as champions. So we're 2 matches down, 3 to go here tonight. APC with the GG. All right, our DNA championship on the line. Patrick, this is the important one for you. Who you got? On the left, we have Locksteady. On the right, we have Patrick. Get your votes in now, chat. Who you voting for? Andrea voting for the champ, Patrick. Patrick voting for himself. Make it sound like it's a bad thing. So our third contest here tonight, which is also a tables match. The tables are turning tonight because we're using a lot of them. But I promise you this is the last tables match this evening. Former NAW champion, 1 of 4 here in NAW. We have Lock Steady, one of our own. He's had one of the most significant rivalries with Brett here in NAW, ultimately being one of the first and few to defeat him, and holds the record for the quickest match, clocking in at roughly a minute at episode 10. You can check that out on our YouTube page, youtube.com/doseofnerdacumen. Episode 10 in our playlist. It was our pay-per-view event called Life's a Beach. It was a Hell in a Cell match featuring these two. The challenger was, at that time, Lock Steady going against the champion, Brett. We like to call it the 3 moves of doom. He landed 2 moves and then a pedigree and pinned Brett in our quickest match to date. And yes, it was faster than this table match that we saw tonight, which was also fast, but if you're interested, you can go back and check that out, which is worth your 1 minute. Or you can even catch the match on our Instagram. If you search for us on Instagram, Dose of Nerd Acumen, the full match is there. Because again, 1 minute. So if you have 1 minute to spare, check us out on either YouTube or Instagram. It's worth your time. Leave us a comment too. Let us know what you think. Then, of course, our defending DNA champion here, who I believe is a 2-time champion here in NAW. We have, of course, Patrick, who shout out to Omega, watching us right now. If you all want to say hi, give him some support. And of course, you still have a chance to vote if you want to vote for him, like Rob did just now. So thanks for that, Rob. Getting his vote in. So Omega with the hey. He gave away his identity. This is our third of 5 contests here tonight. Third of 4 title matches tonight. So things are moving right along this evening. So again, I thank you for joining us here on our 18th episode of Nerd Acumen Wrestling, our record-setting episode for our longest ongoing series besides the weekly dosage for DNA. So thank you for all being a part of that. As far as a single game on the channel, it's our longest running series now. So I couldn't do it with all you viewers, so thank you. But this match is underway, so let's get the tables match started on the DNA Championship here. We have a tie-up immediately, setting up for what looks to be a suplex. Patrick lands it on Lock Steady there, hurting the lower back. It's not a good way to get started. Back top, throwing him, getting him caught in the ropes though. The size difference between these two is incredible. The height of Patrick being one of the tallest in NAW. Big boot dropping him. Wrenching his neck, choking his opponent out. It's all legal here in this match. Dropping a hammer fist. Helping back up, back into a firing scare though. That didn't go in his favor. Going for a stomp and wildly missing. Lands the dropping knee. Kicking wildly. Setting him up on the ropes. What's he planning to do here? Strikes to his upper back now. Flipping clothesline. Impressive. Where's he headed, though? We're going to see our first table in this match. We saw him earlier go through one. Let's see if he goes through two tonight. Or if he puts his opponent through one. Things are definitely looking in his favor currently. Setting up the table. Looks to be right in the middle of the ring. Right on top of the Nas War logo. Irish whip in the corner. Big clothesline. Lock Steady was down. We're going to see a setup for a finish here. Into the table. Too much, though. Falling off of it. Desperately trying to get his opponent through it. Does he have what it takes? Reversal. Raking the eyes. Again, it's legal, unfortunately. Lock Steady looking to set up Patrick on the table. Face first. Not enough to break it, though. The objects put him through it. Sidewalk slam there from Lock Steady, putting Patrick on the ground. Patrick reversing out of that strike. Back in control. Still not directing him towards that table. He's not getting him where he needs him. He's got him that time. But, again, not on the table. He's really struggling to get him on the table. Reversal. We just got to suck it from Lock Steady. The taunting. Spinebuster through the table, finishing this thing out of nowhere. Lock Steady becoming our new DNA champion. Two new champions here tonight. No one's scoring points on that one, unfortunately. And the lead still is Andrea. Patrick, who has one. Andrea has two. Still close in this one. Andrea has not won this yet, so stick around, Patrick. You still have a chance and an opportunity to put yourself in another title match next week if you pull out the win here. So congratulations to Lock Steady, our new DNA champion here. Let's get ready for our next contest. So chat, get your votes in. On the left, we have Phoenix, aka Desi. On the right, we have Henry. So get your votes in. Who do you think is going to win? It's just a singles match. No special rules. Chat, let's hear what you got. No. Andrea getting her vote in for Henry. Patrick says 2 tables matches, 2 losses. Yeah, tables are not good for you. Ara voting for Henry. And Patrick voting for Phoenix, aka Desi. So that's a good thing that you're voting against Andrew here, because you could essentially tie her heading into the main event. So that's a good thing. It's like DDP used to say, and that's a good thing. For those that remember that, back in 2001. 17 years ago. It's crazy. Yeah, it does not feel like 17 years ago. Good God. We be old. All right, singles match with managers in the corner. Henry, Phoenix, our 4th of 5 contests tonight. So coming out as Team 5 below, of course, the only one in this contest is Phoenix. But supporting him ringside is going to be our very own Rabbit. So Patrick says, no more gimmick matches. If I win, I want a rematch for my title straight single. You got it, man. If you pull out a win here tonight, or even a tie, you still get to decide. So it's important that Desi wins this match so you can at least potentially tie Andrea. And then you'll get your singles contest for your belt back. Rob says, ask Rob how his gonads feel after last week. Yeah, Rob won the belt by punching dicks. Yeah. His patented dick punch. Noob and Co. What's up, man? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Welcome back. And of course, our other opponent here is Henry, accompanied by Jeffrey. You're going to join us tomorrow, Noob. We're going to be talking Hell in a Cell as well as SummerSlam and some other stuff. You'll be excited to know that we'll be shifting to mostly wrestling content here in the near future. So hopefully you join us for that. So we'll be talking about Hell in a Cell tomorrow night at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. So same time tomorrow. So you don't want to miss that. Rob says it works though. It indeed is effective. You are the champion right now, the Twitch champion, heading into the main event. You have a hell of a contest ahead of you, though, facing 19 other people to retain that thing. Let's hope you drew well in the 20-man contest. And no one can deny that you're a fighting champion. Doing good. Did you see what happened last night on SmackDown Live? A lot of things happened, actually, so I'm not sure what you're speaking of. Probably most notably, shaking of hands. That's a rarity here. So a nice, friendly competition. We rarely see that here. That was nice. The contest is underway. If you're speaking of the Rusev Day thing, I did see that happen. Curious to see where they go with that. iRob says, I will punch all the dicks. Your obsession, man. I don't know what to say. So Henry going after Phoenix here. We got a little bit of a count going as he face plants into the turnbuckle. Crowd loving that. So it started off so very friendly. You bash your opponent's face into a turnbuckle. That, to me, doesn't seem very friendly. Henry, however, getting talked to by Rabbit on the outside. Rabbit was not too pleased by what was happening. iRob says, following your example. You don't punch dicks. And my character has never done that, so. So Desi in control here. Incredible suplex there. First pinfall attempt already. 2. Wow. 2 count already. This thing's going to be over quick. Rob says, I used to punch people in the dick. I don't recall punching people in the dick. Does he looking to set up a finisher on Henry here? Could this be the beginning of the end? Kick to the midsection and form of an enziguri. The final bit from last night when Becky Lynch pretty much owned Charlotte. Yeah, no, I think this is a great move for creative to finally turn her heel. Give it time, I think they'll do some really cool things with it. And it's definitely a change of pace. They finally are somewhat following through with the storyline. Power slam down. Former the Michinoku driver. Elbow strikes to the top of the head. The hat mostly helping him from getting busted open there. High risk. Waiting for his opponent to stand. Will this pay off? Incredible drop kick there. A little close to get the full extension, but is it effective? We have a pinfall attempt here. Two count. Henry kicks out. Hopefully we might get a heel turn for Asuka. Yeah, they desperately need to do something with Asuka. She's kind of floundered since WrestleMania. They have not known what to do with her. Another enziguri here. And that does it. Phoenix takes this one. So Patrick, you're scoring a point here. We are tied. Patrick has 2. Andrea has 2. Heading into the main event. This main event could determine who wins the show here between you two. So a lot on the line. Will Asuka do low blows like Shinsuke? I hope not. Rob voting for himself in this 20-man rumble. Not a bad plan. So get your votes in, chat. Mega, if you're still with us. Noob, if you want to vote. You're going to see some names on the screen here in a moment. If you're on our social media site, you already know who the entrants are in our Nerd Acumen Wrestling group or our Dose of Nerd Acumen group. If you don't, you'll see the names up on the screen here in a moment. I'll give you a few moments to think about who you want and ultimately decide. So this is a rivalry start. Interesting. That's why they shook hands. Noob says he might spit poison. So Asuka might spit poison like she did in the Indies. A nice nod to Jiri there. So here are the 20, you can see it, yes you can, chat. The 20 people in this Royal Rumble match. I'll give you guys a few moments to pick who you think is going to win this thing. But there are 20 people, so chat. I, Rob, voted. Omega, if you're still with us, give us a vote. Noob, let us know. But Omega, this ultimately is going to decide whether or not you win this thing, so hope you're still with us. Voting for Rob. Andrea's voting for iRob. Wow. iRob says I loved Tajiri back in the day. Patrick, you're not voting for yourself, you're going for Zinder on this one. Okay. Patrick voting for Zinder. So if anyone wants to get any votes in, feel free to do so. The most important ones are ties. Right now, Andrew and Patrick got theirs in. So thank you for that. This is your main event of the evening for the Twitch Championship. It is a 20-man Royal Rumble. We don't know where anyone has drawn their numbers yet, so this could be very interesting. Omega says he's mixing it up. Rob says I knew I liked Andrea. So again, we don't know where the champ is at in this Rumble match. He very well could have drawn number 1 and number 2, or even number 20. So champion's advantage is very not. So it's non-existent, I would say, in this match. Even coming in at number 20 is not a guarantee. iRob's claiming he's out first. We'll find out what you drew. I'm scared for you, to be honest. But we've had a few Royal Rumbles. We've had a 30-man. We've had a 10-man. I believe maybe we had a 20-man at one point. I can't recall. But this is Rob wanted to show he's a fighting champ. So we'll see if he's got what it takes. Andrew feeling confident in him. Patrick feeling confident in Zinder. Mixing it up. So in just a moment here, we'll find out our first entrant. When she stops, blah, blah, blah. Here we go. Oh, no. So, I'm number 1, and not in a good way. Your first entrant here.
Oh, I didn't see the door in there. Oops.
That's fine.
Clearly that worked in my favor.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's probably best you didn't vote for me. IROP says only 19 to go. Oh. That's not good. That's not good. I really wanted a title too. Like, I'm really bummed. There's no way I'm going through 19 people. I wanted to continue my rivalry with you, Rob, and win the thing so we can go back and forth again. I don't think that's happening here. Rob says I can borrow the dick punch. Hell a lot. I think it's going to take more than that to win this thing. Who's number 2? No. Well, that's not good, Patrick. Zinder is number 2. Fishing's not easy. You gotta tap and line it up with the green thing. Rob says, bring back the claw. So Patrick, best of luck to you. We still don't know where iRob's at. So essentially you both have a possibility in tying here, meaning you'll get to pick your match as well and you'll get to pick hers. So as long as Rob or Zinder here don't win, you guys both win. But this is not looking good for you. The Barefoot Assassin. I feel like you've said wow quite a few times in chat tonight, Patrick. I'm sorry, this is not going in your favor. Code breaker to start this thing. Holy crap. Dropping the leg. Do you get a bonus if you win? iRob, you do not. So as you can see here, our count behind the chat for our third entrant. We have coming in at number 3, Pierre. So you guys can see that in the top right. Thankfully, because I moved my camera in the previous Royal Rumbles, you could not see that. But Pierre is our third entrant here. Those wows are waterbed warranted. Yeah, feeling bad. Countdown clock to our fourth entrant here. Zinder on the offensive against Pierre. Who's going to be number 4? Zinder going after GRAV1TY. Patrick, you are number 4. Even your character does not have good chances here tonight in this Rumble. Tonight is not your night. Do not buy a lottery card.
A lottery card?
Yeah. What do you call it?
A lottery ticket.
A card ticket, whatever. It's the same thing as a card. You buy a card. Pile driver on Patrick. I'm sorry. Counting down to our 5th entrant here. We have Staplegun coming in at number 5. Zinder almost getting eliminated there. Reversal though. Patrick versus Zinder. Oh, very fitting. So counting down now to our 6th entrant in this 20-man Rumble, we have A2 Brandon, former guest on the Weekly Dosage. You can check him out in our Street Fighter episode. So we have 6 men now in this contest for the Twitch Championship. Rob, are you voting for me, or you just physically want me? I'm confused by your remark. Counting down to our 7th entrant here in this contest. Zinder looking to eliminate GRAV1TY. And GRAV1TY is out of this thing. My night is over. Tragedy it is, and Tragedy is coming out at number 7. Patrick says, watch I win this one when I didn't pick myself. And A2 Brandon has been eliminated. Rob says, I want to eliminate you. That is not going to happen because I'm out. Zinder facing elimination from Tragedy here. 2 men eliminated so far. Zinder holding on. Isaac Troy. Zinder is out of this thing. Patrick's chances of winning a point tonight are gone. Our 8th entrant is Isaac Troy. Isaac Troy going after Pierre. Stable gun in the corner. So much action right now, the frame rate's dipping. Counting down. Patrick facing elimination from Isaac here. Tragedy is out. Stable gun has eliminated Tragedy. Marcus entering number 9. Rob says, I'll dip your frame rate. That sounds weird, but I'll allow it. Counting down to our 10th entrant here in this Rumble match. Still no sign of the champ. Could it be? We'll find out. Mikey coming in at number 10. Patrick eliminated by Staple Gun. We're halfway through this Rumble match at number 10. Isaac facing elimination. Pierre getting taken down there by Mikey. Stable Gun looking to clean house. He's eliminated a couple already. Reversing out of that is Isaac. Marcus taking a moment here to get the crowd on his side. A little bit of showboat in action. Not really doing much here. And now he's in this thing. Reversal though. Counting down to our 11th entrant, we have Rabbit, and at number 11. Did anyone bring the butt for? Says iRob. Andrew's not falling for it. I got the look. She's got the look. Isaac on the ropes here. Rabbit trying to eliminate. Does he have enough? And Marcus almost eliminated. Pierre looking to toss out Mikey. Power bombs him out. Mikey has been eliminated from this. Yikes. Caleb in at number 12. Former guest on the Weekly Dosage on our Cuphead episode. You can check that out now on youtube.com/DoseOfNerdAcumen. Caleb also former Money in the Bank and former NAW champion. So he's had a bit of history here in NAW. Staple Gun getting powerbombed out by Pierre. No sign of the champion yet. Caleb working with Isaac in the left corner there. Meanwhile, Rabbit getting double teamed by Pierre and Marcus. Phoenix, number 13, Caleb eliminated. Phoenix, lucky 13. Can he pull out a win here in this Rumble contest for the Twitch Championship? Still no sign of the champ. With every entrant, not him, his odds continue to be in his favor. Marcus still showboating. Phoenix looking to eliminate Pierre in the top left. Meanwhile, Rabbit working on Isaac. Counting down to our 14th entrant, and we have Brett, our NAW champion, looking to pick up another title here. Rabbit eliminated by Marcus. Easily tossed out there. Brett looking to eliminate Isaac. Meanwhile, Desi working on Pierre. Marcus stopping that though. Reverses out. Marcus picking up Phoenix like a paperweight and tossing him out. He has been eliminated. Locked steady in at number 15 here. 5 left to enter this thing. We have 5 in the ring, so one of 10 men still has a chance of winning this. No sign of the champion left either. So he could be our 20th entrant. Completely in Andrea's favor in this one. IROB says Brett can't have my belt. IROB also said he was a guest on the Streets of Rage. You indeed were. That was a good show back in the Classics Lounge day, which you can check out again on our YouTube. But number 16, we have Antonio Santos coming out. And we're over halfway through, Mr. IROB. It's a 20-man, not 30-man Rumble here. So it's shorter. Counting down here. Watch steady facing elimination from Brett. Marcus eliminated by Pierre. IROB V4, entrance 17. Isaac eliminated his tag team partner. Antonio is out of this match. The champ is in though. Let's see what he does. Oh, there was 10 left. Let's have a 20. Indeed, indeed. Lock steady and Brett going at it. Better rivals here. We've seen their feuds. Pierre helping out Brett. IROB looking to eliminate Isaac. Meanwhile, awaiting entrant 18. Who do we have left? Rick coming in at number 18. Pierre looking to eliminate Brett. And he holds on. Rick going after the champ immediately. Rick attempting to eliminate IROB. Does he have enough over the ropes? But he holds on. Brett facing elimination right now. 10 count for our 19th entrant. Pierre looking to eliminate Brett again. On the north side. Raven coming in at number 19. We have 1 left. Brett struggling out of that. Back in the ring. Still holding on here. IROB looking to eliminate Pierre. Reverses out of that. Rick saving Pierre. Meanwhile, Locksteady getting kicked out by Brett. How fitting. Locksteady, you are no longer eligible. Brett still in this thing. The champ still in it. Elk coming in at number 20. Meanwhile, Isaac eliminated. Rick going after Brett. We have our last entrant in this thing. Pierre spearing the champ. One of these 6 men are going to win here tonight. Elk showing up. IROB facing elimination. IROB says, damn it, Rick, I thought we were friends. One of these 6 men are going to win this thing. Who's it going to be? The champ's still in it. Into the corner. Reverses out of it. Rick picking up Brett. Up on the ropes. Meanwhile, Elk on the bottom. Rob says too close. Brett reversing out of that. Rick's still in this thing. Brett's still in this thing. Champ's still in this thing. We have Raven in the center fighting Elk. Pierre and Rob on the right. Brett and Rick on the left. Big suplex. Elk in control. Pierre getting tossed out by the champ. 5 remain. Rick getting eliminated by Brett. 4 remain. The champ going after Elk. Raven setting up a finisher on Brett. Pile driver. Bloody is Brett. On the ropes, facing potential elimination. Will Raven be the one to eliminate Brett? He does. We are down to 3 here. Elk, Raven, and the champ. The champ was just soup. Wow. Holy crap. The champ is out with a choke slam from Elk. We're down to Elk and Raven. Go blue shirt, says Gorman. He said, oh, never mind. Raven here attempting to eliminate Elk. Elk picking up Raven like he's paperweight. Strikes getting out of that. Go dude with the red thing in his back pocket, says Gorman. Irup says I can never defend anything. Back and forth action. This is for the Twitch Championship. These are the final 2 entrants here. Who's going to walk out as new champion? Gorman says, go half-naked guy. Slamming down Raven. So Elk on the dominance. Picking him up. Is he going to toss him out? Could this be the finish? Holding on. Desperate here. Back and forth. Reverses out of it. Raven control. Irob says I got a whopping 0 correct tonight. Yeah, no bueno, man. Elk back in control here. Let's see, what is he going to do? Strikes to the back, dropping him. Big standing drop kick. Impressive. The height that Elk can reach. Nice little hip toss there. Hi, Rob says, at least Brett didn't win my belt. Reversal. What's Elk have in store here? Release powerbomb. Exhausted looks Raven. This could be the beginning of the end for him. We're going to see it. Choke slam and out. Elk has won our Twitch Championship here in the main event, meaning that Andrea and Patrick have tied. They both get to decide their matches. Let's hear it. If you're still with us, Patrick and Andrea, what do you want next week? Huh? Correct. Alright, so you heard it. Andrea's putting up her tag titles that they won tonight against Amy and Kate. So Patrick, if you're still with me, get your vote in. If not, I'll reach out to you to make sure that you get your pick. As you have tied, you have earned the right to decide a match on next week's show. So let us know. I'll give it a few moments here if you're still with me. If not, it's all good. But if you like what you've seen here, Gorman, give us a sub, give us a follow. We're on a bunch of different social media sites, as you can see at the bottom of the screen. And ultimately, you want to be part of the show and you're on Xbox with your character. Hashtag NAW will download you, add you to the roster. Again, let us know. Tomorrow night, join us as we're going to be talking about some of the recent pay-per-views, NXT, SummerSlam, and of course Hell in a Cell, as well as predicting the upcoming Super Showdown Down Under. We're going to talk about what we think is going to happen there. So this is Dose of Nerd Acumen, and this show is Nerd Acumen Wrestling. Join us tomorrow for our 51st episode of the Weekly Dosage with Nerds of Wrestling. So again, thank you for watching tonight, and hopefully I'll see you all tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on twitch.tv/Dose of Nerd Acumen. So until then, you guys take care.